Dear student, in the previous class, I had discussed the group 15 element and its compounds. I was discussing about the PCl5, how PCl5 is prepared and what are their properties and the reactions. This is very important. All the reactions already given in the book, right? So what are the technical questions we discuss on that part? Now PCl5. This is PCl5 and its electron pair was calculated and it was found to be 5 because all the electrons, that electron pair, that is bond pair plus lone pair, this is 3, this is 5 and this lone pair is 0, that is 5. So PCl5 trigonal bipyramidal shape is the drawn as. So this is when you will draw the shape, this is the particular shape of PCl5, right? So there are 3 equatorial bond and there are 2 axial bond. These are called the axial bond and this is axial bond. This one is called the axial bond and these 3, these are called this is equatorial bonds. So there are some questions based on this PCl5. First question, what happened when PCl5 is heated? Now its geometry is written drawing. This is trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal. This is the geometry. Bipyramidal means a triangle and pyramid. Just if you will draw this, this is one upper side, this is one, and this one, this is. So this was the simple structure or geometry. So we'll draw the simple one. Just I have shown you how it is a pyramid, and another pyramid is in the lower side. So this is called the trigonal bipyramidal. Is it clear? Now, first question, what happens when this is PCl5 is heated? So this is very simple. When it is heated, it will give PCl3 and Cl2. So you write here PCl3 and Cl2. Another one. Now another question is, why it will give PCl3 and Cl2? Why give PCl3 and Cl2? Why give? Because the answer is hidden in the geometry of this. PCl5 has trigonal bipyramidal geometry with 3 having 3 equatorial bond and the 2 axial bond. This will have trigonal bipyramidal geometry. Having how many axial bond? 2 axial bond. Having 2 axial bond and 3 equatorial bond. And we know the axial bond length is larger, so this bond will be weaker. And 2 axial bond and 3 equatorial bond, axial bonds are weaker. Axial bonds are weaker than equatorial bond. That's why when it is decomposed, when it is heated, that's why it will give PCl3 and Cl2. This is another question, why it will give PCl3 and Cl2. क्या देखा हमने कि PCl5 का ज्योमेट्री बताएंगे, ट्राइगोनल बाइपिरामिडल होता है. Trigonal bipyramidal, simply trigonal dot by dot and pyramidal. It is written here. Having 3 equatorial and 2 axial bond. Axial bonds are larger or longer in bond length, so it is weaker than equatorial bond. That's why when it is decomposed, then it will give what? That is PCl3 and Cl2. Next question. Three properties is here. Is all bonds of PCl5 are equivalent? Cut point is there. Is all bonds of PCl5 are equivalent? Are equivalent. क्या PCl5 में सारे बॉन्ड इक्विवेलेंट है? ये आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है. This is all bonds of PCl5 are not equivalent because of its geometry. It has a trigonal bipyramidal geometry having 2 axial bond, 3 equatorial bond, and bond length of axial bonds are different and equatorial bonds are different. That's why all 5 bonds of PCl5 are not equivalent. So, are not equivalent. Not equivalent. Why not equivalent? Write the same. It will have first point, trigonal bipyramidal geometry with 3 equatorial and 2 axial bond, with 3 equatorial and 2 axial bonds. That's why all bonds are, and their bond length are different. That's why all 5 bonds of PCl5 are not equivalent. Now another questions in related this PCl5. Now this PCl5 exists in the gaseous state. Now the question, in which form PCl5 exists in solid state? That is probably 5th point. In which form PCl5 exists in solid state. That it exists in PCl4, this is plus, and PCl6, and this is minus, and these compounds are ionic. The another question, why in solid state PCl5 is ionic? Answer is hidden here. In which form exists in solid state? That is PCl4 and PCl6. This is plus and this is PCl6. Here is minus. This is 2 equatorial is not, you don't confuse. Here this is PCl6 is minus. Right? This one. So it will exist in the solid state. Now another question, that is 6, may be asked. Why in solid state it is ionic? Why in solid state it is ionic? It is ionic. This is. So why in solid state it is ionic? Because it will exist with PCl4 plus and PCl6 minus. That's why it is ionic in nature. So this is. Now when in solid state, its geometry will not be trigonal bipyramidal, and its geometry will be in solid state. If you will see, the geometry in solid state for this is tetrahedral. TD, it is written as tetrahedral, and this one is written as octahedral. So the geometry of these units, PCl4 it is tetrahedral and PCl6 here is minus. So that is the octahedral geometry. So these are the questions that is related with that of the PCl5. Whenever we study, we have knowledge of such type of questions. Now we come on the compound is oxides. The compound is oxides. Oxides. Oxides of nitrogen. Nitrogen. And somewhat that is phosphorus, but in your syllabus that is nitrogen. Phosphorus P4O10, like these compounds are. So nitrogen, there are so many oxides of nitrogen: NO, N2O, N2O3, N2O4, N2O5. These are the compounds. And preparation never asked in the long form of question. It is asked complete and balance. Suppose what happened when ammonium nitrate is heated. This is ammonium nitrate is heated. Then what will happen? Ammonium nitrate is heated. Then what is that is the product form which is given in your book. So you will see the chart in this page number 172, right? So it is all given in the book. So there is no need to write the reaction. So simply I will dictate you, that is will give NO plus H2O. And this is twice H2O, 3, and this is twice NO. This is DO, or this is this one. Twice NO plus H2O. So this is the methods of preparation. This is N2, this is N2O, nitrous oxide, N2, nitrous oxide. So simply in the tabular form, the equations are given, you try to write it. There is no any problem in writing the reaction. There is no things hidden here to understand. Simply the reaction. Sorry, I don't take up the reaction part. But in the examination, it is asked the question and the sum related, the reasoning question based on it. Suppose N2O3, this is, write the resonating structure. Yeah, write the structure. Write the structure. Or resonating structure. Resonating. Then how you will calculate? You have some concept. When we write the resonating structure, first we calculate the total number of electrons present in the molecule. And each atom, the another aspect, each atom should complete its octet. Right? There are some exceptions also. Now, here the total number of electrons, that is 5 2s are plus 3 into 6, so 10 plus 18, that is 28. We have to arrange the 28 electron in such a way that each atom should complete its octet. This is N, this one is O, now there is O, there is O, this is O. Now, so we have to here, suppose we have given here this one. See, this is this one. See, sorry, 2 4 6, and it is here 2 4 6 and then on 2 4 6 8, right? This. So you will count the total electron present in the molecule or not. This is 2 4 6 8, 2 4 and 6 and 8, and 2 4 6 and 8, and 2 4 6 and 8. And whenever we write the resonating structure, we write the resonating structure in another way. This one is here, this comes here, and this is N, and this O is this side. Right. This is the resonating structure. So all the structure is given in your book. It depends upon you to do the practice on writing such a structure. Concept: calculate the total number of valence electrons present in the molecule and write the skeleton structure. Skeleton structure. Suppose this is the skeleton N and O imaginary. Now, and you arrange the electron in such a way all elements occupy their attain their octet form. So this is the resonating structure in this one. Similarly, if you will have suppose N2O5, then how will write this is the skeleton structure. This is a skeleton. Now you calculate the total number of electron N2O5. Now 10 plus 5 into 6. Valence electron of oxygen is 6. Valence electron of nitrogen, that is 5. So 5 2s are 10 and 5 6 are 30. So how many electron? That is 30. Total electron is 40. Now we have to arrange the 40 electron in such a way. Now this is every atom should complete its octet. Now 2, 4. Now so you count it 2, 4, 6, 8. Then 2, 4, 6, and this is 8. This is 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, like this. And what is its resonating structure? Due to lack of space in that side, we can write it. This is so when you have do the practice, then you are only to write the structure directly in the examination. You can't. So these are on the same side. Now this O will come this side and this side. So this is one of the resonating structure. The number of atoms present on the molecule will remain the same. The number of electrons present in the molecule will remain the same, and that is the atom which is attached, that will remain the same. This is the basic funda to write this one. So this side and complete similarly 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. This is so you do the practice to write such a structure, right? So this can be written. Similarly, all structure you write, it is asked in the examination. Now, we have to discuss some question. Here asked, what is the maximum covalency of nitrogen? I had already discussed. And in N2O5, what is the maximum covalency of nitrogen? What is maximum covalency of nitrogen in N2O5? Such question is asked. So, if we have the concept that in the maximum covalency of nitrogen due to absence of d orbital, it is NH4 plus. That is 4. So, you will count here anywhere the nitrogen 1, 2, 3, 4. So, what is the maximum covalence? Maximum covalence is here. Maximum covalency is 4 in N2O5. This is so questions are very simple, but you should have the thorough study. Then you will be answer such questions. Now another question you will take on that oxide. So हम लोग को ऑक्साइड में क्या कंसीडर करना है? जो इक्वेशन एक टेबुलर फॉर्म में दिया हुआ एक एक इक्वेशन उसकी प्रैक्टिस करनी है, पहला पॉइंट। दूसरा क्या करना है कि उसके रेजोनेटिंग स्ट्रक्चर को जो मैंने कंसेप्ट दिया वो आप लिखिए। उसी तरह N2O3 का, N2O4 का, N2O5 का इतने ही स्ट्रक्चर लिखने हैं और रेजोनेटिंग में डबल हेडेड एरो का प्रयोग करेंगे, तभी आपका वो रेजोनेटिंग स्ट्रक्चर इज फाउंड टू बी करेक्ट, राइट? Now the some question asked in so many years or given in the book, you try to solve this question. That will develop your confidence when you go through the questions. So suppose that NO2, you calculate the total number of electron here, 6 × 12 और 5 × 17, right? Why NO2 is brown in color? Question: why NO2 is colored? Or this is brown simplistic color is brown, so we can quote here the brown in color. Why it looks a brown in color? One thing. Another thing, why NO2 dimerizes? Dimerized. So the term is very clear. Di means to mer in a unit. यदि ये दो NO2 यूनिट जुड़ेंगे तो वह डाइमर बनेगा. डाई means two, mer means unit, and dimerization, this is the process in which the monomer combine to give the two units, that is called the dimer. So such question can be answered if colored can be defined by seeing the odd number of electron in the molecule. 17, if you will have to write the resonating structure, this one, 2, 4, 6, right? 2, 4, this is 2, 4, 6, 8. And how many electrons are there? 17. So there are 5. That means 17 electrons is there. So what will happen? 2, 2, 4, 2, 6, 2, 8, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, right? And 1 electron, so here. This is, and you write the resonating structure, no problem. Simply resonating structure, writing is no problem. So it will fully depends upon your practice. This is, right? This is exceptional case. So answer is hidden here. This NO2 is colored due to the odd number of electrons present in the molecule. Because 17, this is the odd number of electron. Odd number of electron. As it is odd number of electron, so the molecule is colored. So answer is clear. Due to odd number of electron. Due to odd number of electron. This NO2 is what? That is colored or brown in color. Now this NO2, if we take, then it is a N2O4. NO2 plus NO2, two molecule, and dimerizes. So this is colorless. Colorless. And this is brown in color. Question asks, why it dimerizes? Due to unpaired electrons. It will undergo dimerization. And on dimerization, why N2O4 is colorless? Because have no odd number of electron. 17 plus 17, that is equal to 34. So it is an even number. No unpaired electron you will see in that molecule when you will draw the structure of this N2O4. See here, this is N2O4, you calculate N2O4, that is 10 plus 24 or 24, 34, you calculate. So it is your work, it is not my work, it will depend upon your practice. 2, 4, 6, 6, 2, 8, 2, 10, 2, 12, 2, 14, 2, 16, 16, 2, 18, 2, 20, 2, 22, 22, 2, 24, 2, 26, 2, 28, 2, 30, 2, 32, 32, something left anywhere. 2, 2, 4, 2, 6, 6, 2, 8, 2, 10, 2, 12, 2, 14, 2, 16, 2, 18, 2, 20, 2, 22, 2, 24, 2, 26, 2, 28, 2, 30, 2, 32, 2, 24. So this is the resonating structure. To change this structure in the another form. So when it will dimerizes, then the odd number of electron get converted into the even number. That's why N2O4 is colorless. So this is the question related with the oxides of nitrogen. So question asked, NO2 is colored. Why it dimerizes? When it dimerizes, it is colorless. Now, what is the maximum covalence of N2O5, nitrogen in N2O5 structure, and complete and balance? These are the questions that arises from the oxides of nitrogen. Now, phosphorus form P2O6 and P4O10. P2O6 and P4O10. These are oxides, and these non-metal oxides, when react with water, that will form, that is the water. That is phosphorus acid and phosphoric acid. Suppose P4 oxides, P4 plus O2, that is P3O6, write 3 and no, and P4 plus 5O2, that is P4O10, and this is P4 3O2 and phosphorus trioxide P4O6 3O2. This is trioxide, this is pentoxide. So these non-metal oxides, suppose we take P4O10, and if it is reacted with water, then it will give H3PO4. This is 4H3PO4. Balance it 6H2O. That's a solar charge of the solar. So this is the reactions of this one. Similarly, P4O6 react with water, then it will give phosphorus acid H3PO3, and this is 4H3PO3. 4 दिया 12 और 6 6 12. This is this is the. So this structure is called phosphorus acid, and this structure is called phosphoric acid. Let us see the time. Now another, we come on the oxy acids of phosphorus. This is very important. Oxy acids of phosphorus. We take oxy acids of phosphorus. Phosphorus. Oxy acids of phosphorus. So, let me see the time. It will take how much time? 26, 27. So it will be discussed in the next lecture, because the time is approximately to be going on.